Greetings, crew members! It is I, Tamara, and we are back for the third episode of Tamara Plays Dragon Age Origins. Yay!
Yay! She's been talking about it all week. She's so excited.
And who is this? My mysterious co-star?
I'm Chris.
And I already said who I was.
Yes.
But
it's in the title, people, of the thumbnail.
I'm very excited because I'm gonna buy my backpack. I lied.
Yes.
I did go back and do those other quests.
No, she has. She's been playing this, like, because we made a deal that, like, we were going to try to keep this to about 10 episodes or so, which means
we did not make
of...
any such deal. He's lying to you, and it's not going to fit into 10 hours, so...
Well, you still have all that DLC.
I do have all that DLC. Well, some of the DLCs will, like, kind of work naturally in the plot, but, like, something like Awakening...
Which is a whole other game.
Which is a whole other game, basically, but, like, a shorter one, but, like, a whole other game.
Maybe we should have just played that.
No. Stop being mean. I am here to buy my backpack. The backpack that I wanted. So, see all my money? That's because I already came in here and sold a bunch of stuff.
This is a very specific feeling that I empathize with, because I, too, had a backpack I really wanted, and eventually I was able to buy that backpack.
There it is, backpack! This pack is designed to distribute weight evenly, letting explorers fight unfettered even when carrying large quantities of gear. Each backpack purchased automatically increases the inventory capacity by 10. So I'm going to have 10 more slots.
That's that backpack Norman Reedus had in that game where he walks across America, right? Bloop. That's what that backpack did.
Yay.
Evenly distributed weight.
I have
so
it.
that you wouldn't stumble and fall.
It's mine now. Yeah, I have it. It's mine now. Now, the only thing I wanted to wait and talk to you about this before I did anything. Should I buy one of these trap plans? Or, like, maybe a couple, because...
What are trap plans?
So, you know how I gave myself, when I leveled up earlier, the ability to make traps?
Yes.
I have to buy plans so that I know how to
that's
do
how they
it.
get you.
Oh, some of these inquire improved. I don't have any of the improved ones. Boo.
There's always hidden costs when stat blocking.
I know. What? I need improved? Why do I need improved stuff? Why can't I just do... All right, well, I can still buy it, though, is the point. So, like, I can buy a large claw trap.
I'm sure this place will be around for you to revisit over and over and over again, as you need.
So, if I should buy something, what should I buy right now?
Health potions, lots of health potions.
I could buy these things, I think. Yeah, there we go. And I've bought the recipes so that I know how to do them once I get those abilities. But it's also taking away most of my trap money. So I'm going to grab this one, the large claw trap plans. I'm going to buy that. And that's it. Because I already sold and bought everything else that I wanted. As you can see by my bar at the bottom. Cool. All right. So I also have a quest to turn in because while I was back in the wilds, I got a certain flower that a certain dude who gives you a dog if you're not a human noble. Here you go.
Are you one of the Grey Wardens?
Yeah, save the puppers.
I'm going to save the puppers. I'm going to save the squish face. Yes, in fact, I have one of them with me.
I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20...
Either way, it'll get me really high later with the leftovers.
A reward's not necessary. That should be fine. Oh, I want to be nice, but I also want the money.
Oh, that's the dilemma in today's world.
You know what? If I'm playing this, paragon of goodness.
This devout Andrastian
who has her own Mabari hound that she loves and like nurtures and cuddles.
Just do the right thing.
A reward's not necessary.
Thank you for your help. Perhaps I lose as many hounds today as I'd feared.
Yeah, use that money to buy some nice food for the doggos.
Yes, doggos deserve it, and I get the warm satisfaction of having done the right thing. Which is, you know, not money, but it's still pretty good. Ooh, look, I can get this thing now because the guy's left. Ha 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 ha.
I wouldn't do that if I were
Well, look,
you.
I got 15 silver. So, you know what? I still made out money. Woo! Yeah. All right. I think I want to check before I go trigger anything.
Tamara's trying to make this a high gold campaign.
Yeah. Okay. I got the vials of Darkspawn blood. I got the Grey Warden cash. Yes. That's later. Last will and testament. You found last will and testament. Yep. That's Redcliffe when I go there. So that's everything. I'm good. I'm ready to go. Woo! Look at my puppy. Hello, puppy. Who's my adorable Rex? Aw. I love you too. All right. What's up, Duncan?
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin rejoining immediately.
Now will you tell us what this ritual is about? Maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother, and what if we have second thoughts? I am ready. Maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had scrolls. They were both very...
Sexy.
Were they wild?
I don't think so. They might be apostles. Mages hiding from the chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair.
Thank you for defining what an apostate is to a Grey Warden.
Yeah. Well, he might be saying it for the rest of the class.
I know, but still, it's like, that's not something you would explain to somebody in this world.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Mm.
We are...
They might be a fugitive. That's a criminal on the run from the law.
Okay. I am ready. I'm just going to say I am ready, because remember, I'm person who's ready to be a Grey Warden.
Yes.
You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Yeah.
You always felt
courage.
overshadowed by your brother, and you wanted to prove yourself, and you looked up to the Grey Warden stories.
No, don't talk about Carver right now. Nobody cares about Carver.
Your price now.
What, isn't it Fergus or whatever, your brother?
Oh no, I was talking about Carver from the second game, who is your brother who feels that he's overshadowed and never.
Oh,
able
from
to...
Dragon Age
Yes.
2, yeah.
Fate may decree that you pay your price now rather than later. Okay, I have no problem facing what is to come. Is that why the joining is so secret? You're saying this ritual can kill us. I've come this far. I want to see this through. I've come this far. I want to see this through.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then
Yeah.
Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Fade to black.
Woo.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now. Excuse me. I don't like this any more than you do. I swear I'm the bravest one here, and I'm a woman. Well,
Whoa.
that's not.
That's way to be self-deprecating about your gender in a
Yeah.
sexist. You're just, that's your
Wow.
internalized misogyny coming out.
Yeah. Apparently, the Grey Warden has some internalized misogyny, but not how I play her.
Well, look at her dad and brother.
Yeah, calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now, or I don't like this any more than you do. I'm gonna say calm down. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah,
now.
that seems like the
I
best
know
one.
My wife is in Highover with a child on the way.
Oh gosh.
Warned me. It just doesn't seem fair.
I was 3 days from retirement.
Maybe that's why they don't. The wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us.
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the blight.
Will you both shut up? That's a horrible thing to say, but we don't know that, Davith. You make a good point. I'm gonna say, but we don't know that, Davith.
Don't we? The Grey Wardens have saved the world from Darkspawn before. I'd say they know better than anyone what it takes.
Oh, Alistair's just standing there silently.
Yeah, he's just like, he's giving that that smirky half smile where he's like, these guys don't know that they're about to be die or become superheroes who will die.
Davith's pretty legit for a guy
He was caught as a thief.
Yes, who was a pickpocket and cut
Grey
purse.
Wardens were founded during the first blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens
He looks like a fucking Jedi with that robe thing he's wearing. He is very mastered their taint.
Shut up, Chris.
Grey Wardens did
Oh, wow.
This is the source of our power.
This is the joining ritual.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the darkspawn.
Will you stop?
Sorry. It's not my fault.
The taint means more than one thing.
I know what
Christopher.
taint means, but it's just the word taint being thrown about.
Let's get on with it then. Those who survive, and if we're not sure about this, let's get on with it then.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair,
Gee, I wonder who will survive this.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn.
Yeah.
Now drink this zombie juice.
Know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten,
Mm.
and that one day we shall join you.
Wow.
Davith,
Harsh.
step
Look at his stupid mug. That is a dumb chalice, but whatever, it's fine.
That is not the cup of Christ.
Wait, when did the blue thing show up? Whatever, it's fine. Oh, his hands are just perfectly covering it, clipping through it. Oh, Davith. Sorry, my man. Just wasn't gonna happen for you.
Make us breath.
Yeah. Bye. Bye, bud.
I am sorry, Davith.
Yeah. Sucks that the one that was all gung-ho about it dies.
I have a wife, a child.
This is kind of surprising, the fact that he just like straight gang
There
story.
is no glory in this.
Yeah. He does do that. Yeah.
I
Bye,
am
Jory.
sorry.
But, like, he can't
Should have
be
just
left...
drank the juice, man.
Yeah,
You would have
he-
had a 50-50
Yeah,
shot.
it's a 50-50 shot, whereas against,
Mhm.
oh gosh, the blood.
Wow, yeah, that's
Yeah,
like the
that's-
blood and blade.
Oh, now it snapped to just red.
It's like
For the greater good.
it's like fucking that one dude who runs away at the start of Skyrim. You'll never catch me.
Grey Wardens.
Arrow to the back.
Mm. Yeah, he just seemed to know that I was gonna be fine, though. Right? Like, I hadn't shown any effects of it. I guess because you would instantly show that you were gonna die.
Well, I think he's done it so many times he can kind of tell the signs, right?
Yeah.
Welcome. 2 more deaths.
He's like, if you scream for more than 30 seconds, you're gonna die.
Only one of us died, but it
Mm.
was horrible.
Aw.
I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
Boo, it's okay. Sorry. He's not my boo yet.
No,
You're my boo. But you're my friend.
Yeah, keep it in your pants.
Boo.
Grey Warden.
Hey! I'm not wearing pants. It's over. I'm fine. I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory. Nothing you said prepared me for that. The pain, that was unbelievable.
Tell him I can't believe he killed Sir Jory.
Yeah, I can't believe you killed Sir Jory.
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end.
Yeah, he did pulp first on you. It's fine.
did,
Self-defense.
yeah.
Stand your ground law applies.
Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget,
Well-
there's one last part. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Which I will be selling. Sorry, no. I'll put it in a chest and keep it forever.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the
Ooh, the king!
Where exactly do you see the symbol for your back tattoo in this game?
Oh, you don't. The symbol for my back tattoo is a very old Grey Warden symbol that includes the cup and
Well,
the drop
where
of
did that
blood.
one come from then?
That one came from something in Inquisition, I believe.
Cool.
But it's my Grey Warden tattoo because
Yeah.
I like that better than just the typical 2
Griffin.
griffins. I wanted something that showed the joining, and so I was like looking up Grey Warden, and this one popped up, and it was like, oh, this one's from Inquisition, and it's like a really old one. I was like, ooh, I'll take that. So that is the one that is my tattoo.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so he wants me to go talk to the king with him. Very well.
Sure.
What kind of meeting? I still feel in shock. I'm gonna say what kind of meeting.
The king is discussing.
Do I have to drink any more weird stuff?
I am not sure why he has requested.
So far, the meetings that I've had with you are go kill Darkspawn. Oh, okay. Go drink this Darkspawn blood. All right. Okay. So my little puppers, hello puppers. So a good boy. Come with me, puppers. Ooh, I leveled up. Drinking Darkspawn blood levels you up, I guess. So this is my current layout because I've leveled
You're a dex-based character.
once. Yes. I'm going to up my willpower, up my magic, and up my strength. This is me doing my one upgrade every couple upgrades that does the stuff I don't really use. Because it is
And
good
a
to have it
feat.
still. So I can either get this improved combat movement, which lets me outmaneuver people better and gives me better flanking. I can do Deadly Strike, which is a swift strike in a vulnerable area on the target, dealing normal damage but gaining a bonus to armor penetration. Ooh.
Penetration.
And wow, you're acting like a real teenager this episode.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you and taint and now fucking penetration. Like, these are normal words.
Yeah. No, Dad. You.
Okay. Improved tools so I can do better lockpicking. Improved stealth to upgrade my stealth, which has not been very great, honestly. And dual striking, which is another attack. It's actually a mode.
I go with dual striking. Get your attacks up. Because your
kinda
party,
wanna-
as we've seen, has a habit of just
I
getting
have
stuck
two
places.
talents. That was one time, and it wasn't technically on the recording, so there's no. I'm gonna do this one because that also gives me attack. So I got Deadly Strike and Improved Tools because I got 2. Yeah, now I got another attack. So I still did what you wanted. I still got another attack, but like I don't want that mode quite yet. Cause I want to. Oh, my dog. My dog also. What should I give my dog? Constitution and willpower. Dexterity? No. Yeah, strength. Next. Ooh, Dread Howl. The Mabari lets out a loud howl, stunning most nearby enemies. Or Charge. Charges at its enemy, dealing normal damage if the attack hits and knocking the opponent down unless it passes a physical resistance check. Ooh. I like stunning better for my rogue. So I'm going to go with the stunning one. Yay, good dog. All right, let's just go to this meeting. No need to fuss, right? I got everything done, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to the king. Let's go talk to the king.
I do want to check my journal and make sure. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
She's been doing side quests off camera, is why.
I did like 2. I did the chastened one, which was a pain. And I did. Oh,
Another clothes popping in.
yes. Also, look at his outfit. Damn.
My pauldrons are biggest. No, my pauldrons are biggest. Your his pauldrons are biggest. That's how you can tell he's king. Whoa.
Oh, what?
Our arguments with your legions are a thing of the past.
Did you put a mod on this? that's
No,
making
this
it
is
bug
all
out?
this is all just straight vanilla from
What?
COG.
What's he doing now? What?
Then our current forces will have to suffice.
What's
won't
going on with his outfit? I can't hear anything they're saying.
They are, Your Majesty.
they? And this is the lady from
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
black.
That's
Congratulations.
No, it's black.
Yep.
It keeps changing.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey
I
Warden
guess.
is needed now.
Oh, thank you.
should
Yeah.
Be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory
Why?
and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speaking of strategy, the Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn.
I'm
into
totally
charging
not going
our
to be
rivals.
evil and betray you.
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
Okay.
Drive the Darkspawn. I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Okay.
Oh, the new kid. Yeah.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty. You mean I won't be fighting in the battle? I refuse to be sent on an errand. If it's not dangerous, I can do it myself. I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
They could fuck up my plan to betray you. Secretly.
No matter where they're from.
Spoiler.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi.
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the
That guy looks like
Darkspawn.
Proto Solus.
Enough.
Mm,
This plan will
little
suffice.
bit.
The Grey Wardens will light the
And that
beacon.
he's a bald
Thank
asshole.
you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment.
Oh my god, his clothes changed
Why?
again. They're gold now.
To stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen.
It's golden red now. How is that? That's not...
What is happening?
It was black and then golden red. Now... Okay.
Okay, whatever, game.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will
I
go
gotta
to the
say,
Tower of
I am
Ishal
noticing
and
something
ensure the beacon
where
is lit.
PC versions of games have way more glitches
By the king's
than the
personal
console
request.
versions that I
If the
play.
beacon is not lit,
Mhm.
turn Logain
Well, it's
and
because
when to
consoles are all the same, while every
The Grey
PC
Wardens
has to have
bring
different
up their
hardware and
intelligence.
different drivers and different software that can all affect
Yeah,
games
well,
differently.
There is one of the very few
Advantages of
benefits.
consoles, yes, they just work. That has traditionally been the biggest advantage of a console, is
Yeah.
that like if you put a game in, you know it's going to work.
Usually.
Unless
it's Cyberpunk 2077.
yeah, unless it's something more recent that used to be the guarantee of consoles. It's not really anymore.
Okay. Where is this Tower of Ishal exactly?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the king's camp, the way we came when we arrived.
Okay.
You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance.
Quiet. I know
From
you
the
have to
top,
pee.
You'll overlook the entire valley.
Sir Duncan's talking. Quiet.
When do we light the beacon?
We will see when the time is right.
When Gondor calls for aid.
Okay. Can we join the battle afterwards? What if the archdemon appears? How much time do we have? Are we in any danger? What if the archdemon appears?
We soil our draw.
Is Alistair's symbol on his shield two seaweeds?
No heroics from
Kinda, yeah. But I think that's my shield that I gave to him.
Oh.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin.
We are from House Brine.
Quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Can we join the battle afterwards?
And guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
Okay. I know what I have to do.
I must join the others. From here, you two are remember, you are both Grey Wardens.
I'm noticing that like whoever wrote this first game probably read the Song of Ice and Fire books and the Witcher series, you know, before they were cool.
Yeah, before they were cool. Well,
Because like the whole like setup to this of like your family being kind of betrayed and like you joining the Grey Wardens or like whatever brings you to the Grey Wardens, it all feels very like Jon Snow joining the Grey Wardens feel very much like the Night's Watch in this first iteration, you
a
know.
little bit, yeah.
This once great big proud army that protected the kingdom from an existential kind of supernatural threat, but since that threat has disappeared, they've fallen into kind of disarray, and like they don't really take the best of the best anymore. They take whoever they can get,
Yeah.
you know. That's and they kind of end up as a little bit of a dumping ground. Like that feels very Night's Watch-esque from the Grey Wardens. And all the betrayal feels very Game of Thrones. All of the like, oh, this guy's clearly going to double cross this guy and whatnot feels very Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that does feel pretty Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Logain, telegraphing your moves, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep those moves like to yourself, not whatever you're doing right now. All right, so I have to go. I already got that. All right, let's go. Let's go across the thing where I came in, which I believe is right over here. Oh.
Oh no! Boom!
Uh-oh.
Big
It's raining
cutscene.
now.
Yeah. Epic next generation graphics.
Yeah.
This is all very Helm's Deep.
Can you just stop talking about other properties and fantasy that it's
Well,
like...
no, it's doing that thing that good media does, where it takes inspirations from some of the little things. Like, don't
I
tell me
love
that
the
every
dogs.
World War II
Good
shooter in the
puppers.
mid 2000s wasn't aping Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Will work, Your Majesty.
I like that they're heavily
The blight ends
religious.
here.
Yeah. I do have to say, though, I think Warcraft may have stolen their pauldrons from Dragon Age. Because I think they both came out... No, the 2009. When did World of Warcraft start? 2003?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that game is so old.
I know. So they stole the pauldrons from World of Warcraft. You're just doing that thing where you compare it to more media again. I'm looking at this cutscene. Looks pretty good.
On the PC?
Yeah. The rain, for one thing, is like really... I don't think I ever really realized it was raining.
Yeah, the console versions usually tended to look a little bit more fuzzy. So, because I think they were just fuzzying the edges to make them less jagged, but now with PC technology, you can have that anti-aliasing where it makes it smoother on the edges.
They're really trying with their faces, but it's not quite hitting.
No, it's not there.
No.
It's not. They haven't even really carried over the facial animation work they did on Mass Effect a couple years before this. Yeah.
Oof.
But to be fair, Dragon Age's facial animations and character animations have never been its strongest suit.
Oh. Oh, the dogs! You can do it, puppers! Oh.
For Ferelden! Go die for your king.
Kalen wants to fight. He wants to, like, help them.
No, he's doing the Aragorn thing where he's like on the parapet screaming
that-
orders and fighting people.
Those look weird. Did you see them?
Yeah.
Looks weird. Oh, there's me! With my helm, my terrible helm on.
I think it's a pretty cool looking helm.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the ears, but, like, I don't really like the front. You spent so much time making my character hot.
That is the thing about these RPGs, or like Skyrim, where you're like design your character for 6 hours, play in first person. Are you dead? Oh, you just got knocked down.
I just got knocked down by a.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You ain't never gonna keep me down.
Okay. That changed a whole bunch.
The tower. It's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of them are
No.
dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Yeah, we do. All right, let's do it.
I cast Fireball. Yeah, that wind rain effect is kind of making some weird stuff happen.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I crashed.
We will return in one moment.
Greetings, crew members. We are back after our unfortunate crashing.
This game crashed. I don't know if it crashed last time at some point, but it has crashed before. It is a BioWare game.
Yeah, it's also like you cranked the graphics really high. Oh yeah, my battle cam. Battle cam. I remembered it on my own because I like it. Come here, punk. Come here, punk. Actually, I'll take care of this Herlock. Oh, that's... Slice.
Triumphant music. As my dog bites his ankles.
Hey, my dog is a full-on face biter. Yeah. And I got a bunch of sick moves now.
The fact that in that cutscene we just saw, Mabari dogs were like the first thing they send out. Like, places both a high and low value value on the Mabari.
Well, they're high value, but also I kind of get it. Like, you would rather send your dogs before your soldiers, and your dogs
but like
are
it just screams like they're fodder, right?
I think they're smarter than that, and I think they respect them more than that. Oh, gonna go kill you. Gonna go kill directly you. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Just keeping an eye on my people's health. Keeping an eye on my own. Nice. Yeah.
I wonder in Ancient Warfare what the over-under would be on using large groups of dogs as frontline fighters, because, like, on the one hand, yeah, they're like little furry land sharks, and they'd be able to jump on people and take them down. At the very least, they'd disarray the enemy right from the start. But on the other hand, once your army got in the thick of it, they probably wouldn't be too keen on discerning friend from foe.
No,
and
but
I wonder
that was
what
why they put the caddis on with the axe.
Oh right, yeah, no,
right?
in the game here. I'm just wondering about like in real life, like in Ancient Warfare, if they ever did that. I know they had dogs in like Rome, but like they didn't have giant packs of them like that, because I think that the problem would be they would turn on you as well, and then you'd be fighting your enemy plus your own dogs.
Yeah, probably. In real war.
I just remember a couple dogs rolling around biting people at the opening of Gladiator.
This is a fantasy world where I can fight alongside my adorable puppers.
And the caddis thing works.
Totally
Although
fine.
I think that would work in theory as with any strong smelling substance, like if they replaced it with like linseed oil or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, the theory would probably still work. You would smell like the dog and it would know to discern you.
As like, oh, that is like part of me.
Yeah, that's part of my pack, so.
He's my buddy. I don't want him to die. I got a mage, just a random mage on my team.
just a straggler.
Yeah.
Just
a random mage guy who was like, I'll help.
It's Ensign Ricky here to help Kirk, Spock, and McCoy.
Hey now. Be nice to Ensign Ricky. Ensign Ricky had to go through Starfleet Academy just like everybody else, okay?
Just to get killed by a big gaseous cloud that had a personal vendetta against Kirk.
Yeah.
Or turned into a salt cube and crushed by some kind of weird god people.
Yes, that is also unfortunate when that happens.
They should bring that back on Lower Decks, just running into more weird god people.
Oh, I detected a trap. Where is it?
It's on your foot.
Oh shit. Pause. Go to this guy.
Yeah. Time for some battle management.
I'm just
Riveting excitement.
Hey, you're being really mean about my video game.
It's a cool video game. I do like it.
I have to put his Mabari.
It's just very RPG. It's very like, this is like, I think if you were to look up like RPG in a dictionary, it would probably be like this and the Dragon's Quest franchise.
Well, I like RPGs.
I like RPGs too. We're currently enjoying the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which
Oh, it's so good.
you've been enjoying.
I've been crying a lot.
We're not through the first game yet, but I am really interested to see what they do with Mass Effect 2, because Mass Effect 2 is the best one and also my favorite.
Well, I'm plugging my way through. I've just also been trying to write that Far Cry review. So it's been a little it's like I keep putting it behind me and then going, okay, but I want to play it again. Because it's so fun.
I have to be responsible and do things that like further
Play
my career and goals and ideals.
My video game.
But I could just like play this video game for hours.
Okay, pause again real quick. Regular health potion for me. Mabari crunch for my boy.
Scooby snacks.
Yes, essentially. And then back to me. So play.
Oh boy, Mabari. These Hurlocks are really nasty. Wait, what's that under the Hurlock? It's a mask. Who is that? It's Arl Hal.
Arl Hal.
I knew it was you all along, and I wouldn't have got away with it too if it wasn't for you dastardly Grey Wardens.
That's
appropriate, because Arl Hal's played by Tim Curry, and I'm sure Tim Curry has been a Scooby-Doo villain at some point. There's no way he hasn't been, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't even have to check IMDb. I just know that, like, Tim Curry has played a Scooby-Doo villain at some point.
Nice. And then I go over here and I start stabbing you. Stab. And you're dead. And then I think that's it. Is that everybody done? Yeah, nice.
Nice.
All right. Very nice. I love this mode. It's
You should play some Diablo then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd like it. Peter really likes it. Oh, I triggered the trap.
Yeah, I think you probably would dig Diablo, because it plays very much like this, where you've got your hotbar, you've got your battle camera over the top kind of isometric view, you're clicking on enemies to do stuff.
Oh, that fire's looking a little rough on the bottom.
And then there's just like the whole endless loot thing about Diablo. I only have Diablo for the 360, and I'm pretty sure that version's like defunct.
Why did I just fall
though.
over? Did I slip on this stuff? Oh, okay. Sorry, that was just very abrupt and weird.
I'm sure there's a mobile version of Diablo too. I mean, what?
Do you not have phones? I laughed so hard. And then I disliked that video on behalf of the fans because I knew that it would make Peter happy. But then I didn't know then at the time that even the dislikes help them. So I was like, bah. It would have been better.
Maybe the Baldur's Gate franchise.
It would have been better to just not bother with it at all. That's where they get you, eh?
Yeah.
It's better if you just don't engage at all. Bloop. Swoop.
I think you'd like the Baldur's Gate franchise. Well, I showed you a bit of Baldur's Gate 7, that alpha demo that was out for a little bit, but it was like really chuggy on my PC.
Oh yes, I do. That
yeah.
was really cool, and
because it's all based on 5e, so and it's very much this style.
And you even roll. It was adorable.
Yeah. There are games that like are like taking that sort of Dungeons and Dragons kind of trappings. This one did, but
is very much.
Yeah, and I think that carried over from Knights of the Old Republic, where KOTOR had a invisible dice roll system. Disco Elysium is another one that uses dice rolls directly on screen. That was very popular.
Oh yeah? What's the Disco Elysium about?
Disco Elysium is
Elysium, sorry.
Elysium. Oh, I think we've haggled over this word before too.
Have we?
This is deja vuing me. Anyway, Disco Elysium is a kind of the Battle.cam version of this, like the isometric top down with a lot of like text dialogue, but every action you do is based off of a dice roll that it does on screen, and you can nat 1, and when you nat 1, like say like a charisma check or something, it'll give you like hysterical dialogue that the guy says, like you're pretty, I want to touch you or something like that,
Oh,
right?
gosh.
Or whatever, right? And it's done that way because it is like a true RPG where it has a lot of branching pathways and dialogue and a lot of ways you can play your central character. And the plot is that you are like a drunkard private detective who wakes up with amnesia and is looking into the mystery of like why you were shot or something.
Oh.
And
That's cool.
yeah, so you can kind of create this character as whatever you want it to be. I played a bit of it. It's a lot of reading. Not a lot of characters are voiced.
Oh.
But it is very good. And
I mean, I don't mind reading. I'm like, I even said to Chris, I feel very pleased with myself on how I haven't been reading all the codexes.
yeah.
Which is the thing
If this was Mass Effect, that would be a different story.
Yes.
At least Mass Effect 1.
The Mass Effect ones, they're not that
Long, but they're fun and
long.
interesting.
And they're also kind of important because, like, otherwise you have no context. Like, it was really funny playing the game over again and seeing the ways that BioWare was like, I'm introducing you to the species. This is kind of how they generally are. It's like, oh, yeah, you did just have these ambassador characters here to argue so that you could be like, well, why are you arguing? And then they're like, well, because I want to be a part of the council, and I think that the council has been stiffing our people. And it's like, they kind of have been. They've been, like, part of council species for, like, 2,000 galactic years, and also wrote your monetary system. So, like, the Volus kind of should be. But it's because the Volus have no military and are basically just the Turians. Oh. Weren't you complaining that you wouldn't get to fight? There's no point moaning about it. We have to fighting to do. You can try telling them that they're in the wrong place. I'm going to do that one. You can try telling them that they're in the wrong place.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. We need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Karen Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Yep. Sure he will be. He will be waiting for it. Wow, this looks so much better on the PC. There's way less glitches on the PlayStation, which is very interesting to me.
Well, hey, you know what the great thing when you get to Dragon Age 2 is?
Mm-hmm.
It'll work on the PC.
Oh, God. Oh, let's talk a little bit about Abandonware and how much of a piss off it is. So, I paid for Dragon Age 2 and bought it and gave them money for it.
Physical copy.
A physical copy
disc you can
of
hold in
Dragon
your damn
Age
hand.
2 that you can hold and that is, there and I have it and it's not scratched and it's not hurt in any way, but I can't use it. Why do you think that is, Chris? Can you tell me why you think that is?
Well, because a software update on the PlayStation 3 has rendered Dragon Age 2 completely inoperable.
Yep. I have a game that I paid money for that does not work.
Small caveat, last time we checked, which was... sorry.
You gestured and you unplugged
I gestured and unplugged the headphones. There we go. Last time we checked, which was about like maybe a half a year ago, when you went to play it on your PlayStation 3 and we loaded it in and it would just take forever saying it was loading and it wouldn't load into the game at all. And then I did some Googling and found out that that's been the case for a little while for people.
Yes, it's basically it does not work.
It does not work on the PlayStation 3.
And there were nothing from BioWare saying that they were going to fix it or from EA saying they were going to try and fix it.
The only solutions I found were like, well, first, use Linux to hack the firmware of your PlayStation 3.
And it's like, okay, no.
Yeah. I'm not doing that for Dragon Age 2 right now.
And also, I don't want to hurt my PS3 if that's going to end up doing something to it.
Yeah,
I have too many save files.
Not
I don't
work as of last time checking, and that means that even though you have a physical copy of this game, and that's the PlayStation 3 is and the Xbox 360 sort of are effectively the first consoles where that is the case, because if I grab my N64 cartridge or I grab my GameCube mini discs that only GameCubes had, because GameCubes were, not like other consoles.
I liked GameCube.
Everybody loved GameCube. That's why GameCube games are super expensive to try to buy right now. But, those, if you pop them in, they'll play. As long as the console physically works, they'll play. But like now we're getting into the age where it's like, hey, entire libraries of PlayStation 3 games can disappear because they want to discontinue the PlayStation Store.
Yep.
Which would have affected Beyond Good and Evil HD, making it effectively an Xbox 360 exclusive.
Yeah, why don't you just make them free? If they're costing you money, just make them free for like everybody to download, and then we will take care of them. Since you clearly don't care about archiving your own past, we'll do it for you. Again. Sorry, I got mad at gaming companies being stupid again.
Yeah, but it's insufferable because you wanted to play Dragon Age 2 on the console that you played it on.
I have a fucking physical disc that I fucking paid for and bought, and it doesn't work because they have no intentions of fixing it. Like none from what I've heard. And if they have fixed it, well then I will be shocked.
Yeah, the last time I'm seeing stuff is articles from like 2016 to 2014, and that's the last time. Because Dragon Age 2 is kind of like the black sheep, I guess, of the franchise.
Yeah, but like it has that rap because it's not as good as Dragon Age Origins, but it still has shit that's like effective and that I liked in it. Like, yes, it's stupid that they made the mage guy attack you at the end and for no reason, and it made no sense. But, like, there was stuff to like. I enjoyed the idea of a guy who could edit people's dreams and change who they were as a person. That was cool. Oh, did you hear that ominous growl?
Yeah, that's very Inception. That's also, there's the company that made Life is Strange and Don't Nod, yes. And they have another redheaded stepchild in their franchise, and it's called a game called Remember Me. And Remember Me was like a third person kind of like action martial arts combat RPG. And the core premise of it was about a woman who uses some kind of cyberpunk technology to go into people's minds and delete or destroy bad memories. And the game is about having to like fight through people's psychic defenses to get to the memories to erase. And apparently it's quite terrible and doesn't really work as a concept or a game, but it does play with that idea of like the Inception kind of like erasing. I guess Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind would be another example of that as well.
Yeah, that movie is a pretty good example. All right.
I don't know what I was on about, but it was just where my mind went.
Just watch this cutscene now. Oh.
What was?
Oh no cutscene.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, the loading screen is weird even.
Because it loads so fast. Because I have a solid state drive in this computer. It
loads too fast.
That's a problem nowadays. It's like they've had to actually, on some more recent games, slow down the loading screens intentionally so people can read the hints and prompts.
Yes. All the hard work that they put into giving people hints and stuff, and it's too far. It goes too quickly. What are you gonna do? Well, I guess we'll just make loading screens longer.
And it really is an absolute shame that loading screens are becoming sort of a thing of the past, just around the time that patent on minigames and loading screens expired. I could have been playing Galaga this whole goddamn time.
Yep.
I could have been like playing some Dig Dug or Snake or whatever. Maybe things that help towards the actual game. Imagine that. Imagine if you were loading and you played a mini game, and depending on how good you did at that mini game, it would give you stat boosts or money or something towards the next level.
That would have been amazing. Could you imagine how much fun it would have been to be playing fucking Rocket League in the middle of your loading screen for something like, I don't know, FIFA? No?
Sorry. Yeah, no, that's the point. Like, you could have just been doing so much, but now loading screens are almost a thing of the past, so.
And now, just as the patent's finished.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Going in this room now.
More things to stab.
More things.
Look at how kind of short they are. Well, I guess.
Those are Grenlocks.
Grenlocks, yeah.
Grenlocks are the short ones. Or Genlocks.
They're the Ongoi
I never
of
remember
the
how to...
Darkspawn.
Genlocks, I think it's called. And then Herlocks are the kind of medium-sized dudes. And then there's these really thin ones that are called Shrieks. And those are... You haven't seen any of those yet. And then there is Ogres, which we will be seeing shortly.
I did... Question.
Yes.
Did they just rip off that system wholesale for Mass Effect 3's Reapers?
Yep. It's a whole lot of yep.
Yeah, because you were just describing that, and I was like, well, then, because, like, there's the Husk
Banshees.
Reapers and the Banshees and
the yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they just wholesale rip. Oh, those are the Krogan ones. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're doing, BioWare. It is real funny how they do that. Like, they kind of subvert that sometimes.
Dogs. I didn't realize that I could have let the dogs out. Come with me, dogs.
They do that, like, because we were playing KOTOR. I was playing KOTOR, and you were watching, and I got to the point where you free the waitress girl from the rebel camp, or the rebel base, or whatever. Not the rebel base, the mercenary base, the bad guy base. And she's all like, help, I've been taken hostage. I've just served them. I'm such an innocent girl. Let me go. And I let her go, and you're like, that's a bad decision. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. She's perfectly innocent. She's telling the truth. And you're like, oh. And I was like, because you were thinking of Mass Effect, which came later, which intentionally subverts that by having that woman be a bitch.
Yeah.
So, like, BioWare was, like, subverting their own shit.
Yeah, they were subverting their own stuff, and I didn't know about it.
I'm excited to go back to KOTOR 2, because that's the Obsidian one, and I want to see if that one has the kind of Obsidian humor in the edges that they brought to New Vegas and Outer Worlds.
Oh no, he used dirty fighting on me.
Ah, he went for your nads.
He did my own thing, but on me.
Yo, you
How
have that
dare
nad. Did you get that
you.
nad special move? Kick the nads?
Yes, I have this kick the nads special. Oh, I'm running against the wall because my camera's off center. I think that's the only thing is sometimes I lose track of me.
Yeah, you might want to heal a little bit. Looks like you're a little low on some health.
No, I'm okay. It's Alistair who's got a problem. Yeah, I'll stab this guy in the back. Yeah, level up. My pupper's leveled up.
Nice.
Strength and Constitution. Next. Rex is such a good boy. And then Strength, and let's do Constitution, because he seems to be really hurting. Next. Let's give him Survival. Next. Threaten. Actually, previous. Clear. I want Herbalism. That's something I don't have yet, so he can do that one. Warrior. Ooh. Yeah, but I should give him another weapon and shield thing.
Pulse
Nice.
pounding excitement in Dragon Age.
Can you know what? I'm sure there's going to be boring parts in
No, there's
Red
always
Dead
boring parts in every video
Redemption.
game. I'm not when I make that joke, when I make that non-stop action, it's more making fun of how I know these games were marketed versus what they actually were. Cuz I can picture I was making the video for your second part of the Tamara Talks where we discussed the Chantry versus Mages. Check that out on our channel right now, the part 2.
That should be posted.
And part 1 is also available to that. Very great discussions about Tamara's hatred of the organized religion of
Don't
Thedas.
hate that I occasionally got off track, and also at one point I failed to make my
But
point.
I was editing that, and I was watching the trailer for this pre-rendered trailer for Dragon Age 2 where Hawk is fighting that Canary. And it looks so fucking exciting, and like, you know, there's all this action
is
and
just running around.
and then
in a
like I'm thinking of like
figure
the actual game where I'm just like click 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 click, and it's like those thousands of pre-rendered World of Warcraft trailers that make that game look like it's some kind of exciting mile a minute action movie.
Those things were so good that for years, fans, including me, were saying things like they should just make a movie, a World of Warcraft movie with that technology. It'd be fucking amazing. And then they did, and I liked it, but apparently no one else did.
Well, as someone who didn't play World of Warcraft and didn't really know anything, if much, about World of Warcraft lore outside of the obvious connections to Tolkien lore, I was so lost watching that movie because I was like, I don't know what is happening. Ben Browder, was it Ben Browder? The guy who played Angel in X-Men 3 was fucking playing an old wizard, even though he's like 26 or something.
He wasn't like old.
He was had like big gray beard. He was supposed to be Gandalf age. It was like,
the thing is, I don't even know the
role
World
Christopher
of Warcraft
Plummer
lore
turned down
that deeply. Like that was like Thrall's origin story. Like
that's the thing. They put a baby in a basket at the end, and you're supposed to be like,
that's Thrall,
and I'm like, that's
I don't
who?
know what's going on?
I don't know who Thrall is. Oh, that's Thrall. He has a really interesting, amazing story. Okay, cool. Could we have seen that instead?
Yeah, I know. They should have just done Thrall. But he wanted to do a sequel about Thrall. And then
I think the thing was he wanted to, like, they make that kind of thing in video game movies, which is why you'll never get a BioShock Infinite movie, which is where they start from base on the franchise, even if the thing that made the franchise famous wasn't the first thing. So, like, with World of Warcraft or the Warcraft movie, it was just called Warcraft. So they were literally adapting the plot, I think, of the very first RTS game. So, but that's not the thing that made people love it and made it famous. People love the lore of World of Warcraft, which comes like
he kicked me in
like
the
a
face.
fucking century after that story or something.
Yeah, what is this?
Are you fighting an ogre?
Oh no, he's knocked down.
Get out of my swamp!
I'm gonna give you this.
Which is why if they ever make a BioShock movie, you know they're making it about Rapture.
Yeah,
like they're not
and
making.
then they'll never make a sequel because they'll do it badly, and they'll be like, "How do we put the mechanics into the video game?"
In the long list,
you don't.
In the long list of unmade
no,
big budget video game movies, in the mid 2000s, the guy who directed the Pirates trilogy, Gore Verbinski, he was going to make a BioShock movie. And he had actually started to like cast people in it and put together like set designs when it fell apart.
Yeah, that's
why this new Ubisoft movie coming out, Werewolf Within, I had to laugh because it's Ubisoft started wanting to make movies with like Prince of Persia and Assassin's Creed. Remember those movies? And they failed.
I killed it! I killed him!
So now they're like, let's just make a movie about 6 guys in a cabin.
Oh, look at my sick moves. Watch. Yeah.
Oh, right in the face.
Yeah.
That's pretty boss. They give you like a little finishing kill.
Yeah. Nice. I fucking murdered him. I murdered him, Chris. I did it. Everybody died, though.
It's my swamp now.
It's my swamp now. Okay, I'm going to heal him up of his injury. I guess I'll heal you up. You help me out, though I feel like you're probably going to die. Dog is fine. I am fine. Oh man.
Is Alistair wearing a little hat?
Yeah. He's wearing a little hat.
Because for a second I was like, who's the dingus in the hat? But it's Alistair.
Hey!
It's a little flappy hat.
The hats look dumb. I
The
don't
hats
like
do look dumb.
That's why in later games they let you turn the hats off. Because they were like, oh, it turns out all of our hats look dumb and people don't
because they're
them.
historically accurate. But you know what? Historical hats are dumb.
Yeah. Well, historically accurate, quote unquote.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm ready to light the beacon. Ready? Let's light the beacon.
Gondor calls for aid. I'm sure I made that joke before.
Oh my gosh.
His armor's black now.
Should we not?
Do
It's like a silvery black.
Yeah, but it's not red and white like it was briefly.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll turn back to red and white.
Look at all these people who he's pulling out. Look at that. It's smart to use the lights.
That girl seemed like a young Cassandra.
I'm pretty mad about this. You fuck.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
He did telegraph it, like a lot.
Yeah.
He was not subtle about it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm waiting for it to crash. I made a cutscene. Oh no, Kaylin! You were kind of an idiot, but you didn't deserve this. Oh, crunch. Duncan! Duncan, do something! Duncan's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do something. I'm gonna go out like a badass.
Nah, I guess.
Stab! Stab! I'm gonna climb up this fucking mountain.
Let's do a Shadow of the Colossus over here.
Yeah! Stabbed. Yeah, you've been stabbed. Fuck. Oh, yeah. I think Kaylin's dead, Duncan.
You know, most of his insides are now out through his butt.
Duncan, where are you going? You're not gonna be able to help him out, man.
I loved you.
His fucking armor used to be gold. Like... Oh, yeah, here we go. This was a bad idea. Oh, Duncan. Yeah, no. Nothing happening. We did our job. At least he dies knowing that we did our job.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Yeah. That we were vindicated.
The approval of management.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
I noticed a thing that everybody in like there's no shortage of rich assholes in Thedas ready to sell out their nation to a literal dark invading force.
Oh, look, we're naked.
It's like what Corypheus gets out of that one dude.
Oh, Corypheus. What happened to the Darkspawn? I remember you, the girl from the wilds. Yes, where am I? I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare?
Notice how that line applies to every question you asked?
Yeah, I know. Wait, what happened to the army? To the king? I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn. She rescued me? You mean from the tower? She rescued me? You mean from the tower?
Oh, your mom, yeah. Because my mom can turn into a big dragon.
Yeah.
What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle.
Oh,
Those
great.
he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
I bet he isn't. My friend, you mean Alistair?
Not the other two fucks I was with.
What
that are
happened
dead?
to the Grey Wardens and the king? Neither am I. This is horrible. I need to get out of here.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king?
All dead. Your friend has veered.
You were desperate for Daddy's approval.
Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Why does your mother want to see me? Were my injuries severe? I have some questions if you don't mind. Thank you for helping me, Morgan. I'm going to say thank you for helping me, Morgan, because that's nice.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no hero.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he all right?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends.
And you think they would encourage...
Ha! Very unkind.
So, Grey Wardens the legends note.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her
I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. King would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
I happen to be nobility, you know. Much, much higher. Coin is important to you out here? I'm going to say much, much higher.
What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother
It's
yourself.
not
She may even
incorrect.
Are there any survivors besides us?
only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Suit yourself.
Why did Terran Loghain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Aw, they put all my clothes back on for me. That's nice of them.
Oh, close talker.
Very close, yes.
Getting up in your personal space.
It is begun.
Oh, key required. Boo. All right.
What a lovely home you have. I
Yeah.
enjoy the walls.
Rags. We both think different things. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, he's sad. He's looking out over the lake broodingly.
Here is your fellow Grey Warden.
Oh, my dog! Oh, I was so worried about the dog.
You're alive.
Yes,
You
I
didn't
am
ask
alive.
about it.
I thought you were
Well,
dead
there was
for
no
sure.
option to ask about him. You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother. Afraid you were going to be left alone. I'm fine. I appreciate your concern. It takes more than a few Darkspawn to kill me. I'm going to say I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother. Credit where credit is due.
This doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Mm-hmm.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right.
Yeah,
You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
she
And what does
is.
that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well.
If you're so powerfully magic, why does your hair look like shit?
Because she's powerful enough in magic that she doesn't have to care what her hair looks like. Who cares who she is? We need to do something now. So why did you save us? If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful. We can't be safe here. Where are all the Darkspawn? I suppose we should thank you.
You see, Jonathan would say, if you look like you care about your hair, it'll help you care about yourself more.
I'm going to say if you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Thanks.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother
Hi,
once said.
Queer Eye for Eldon. I
gosh.
nominate Flemeth
It has
because
always been the Grey
even though
Warden's
she
duty to
takes
unite the
great care
lands
of her
against the
daughter and
Whites.
loves nature,
No,
she
she
doesn't.
doesn't.
She doesn't.
Sorry, she's not a great mom. It has always been a Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight, or did that change when I wasn't looking? Of course not. It changed when most of them were slaughtered. The Grey Wardens are no more. Let someone else do it. The land is hardly united thanks to Loghain. I'm going to say of course not, because I'm a hardcore Grey Warden, so of course not.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them.
We were doing it.
This.
Hey,
Now that was a
he's
good
having a rough time, man. All of his
Then
friends are
Tax's
dead.
whole shadows darkened.
All my friends are dead. A storybook about
Perhaps
dinosaurs.
he
Yes.
believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind
No,
it
it's really
is the true
dumb.
threat.
He's more
The
worried about the
Archdemon.
fucking Orlesians. Then we need to find this archdemon. What is the archdemon exactly? Alistair is the real Grey Warden here, not me. Will you help us fight this blight, Flemeth? We should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens. What could the Tyrn hope to gain by betraying the king? I'm gonna say Alistair is the real Grey Warden here, not me.
All Grey Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now.
Aww. I just lost my family, Alistair. I know how you feel.
Then we have to do something. I won't let their deaths be in vain. But I can't do anything on my own.
What is the archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's
a big old dragon.
and immortal
Yeah.
thing
It's a big old
that
spiky
only
dragon.
fools ignore.
You mean there's gonna be dragons
In Dragon Age?
in your
Yes.
Dragon Age game? Huh?
Will you help us fight this blight, Flemeth? Probably not.
I am just an old woman who lives in the wild.
Yep.
I
See,
I'm
am
an
that's a
old
no.
woman who lives in a
and
shoe.
darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
Yeah.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he
Yeah,
did,
he's,
he would be the first to call for his execution.
Arl Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe? Perhaps we should go to him then. You think the Arl would believe us over the Terran? I was like, Arl Eamon, the Arl of
I
Redcliffe?
suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on. That sounds like an excellent idea. Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man. Everyone will see the danger the blight poses, right? And say he doesn't help us. What then? I'm going to say that sounds like an excellent idea.
Such determination. How intriguing.
Yeah, I'm not going to
I
be a
still don't
Debbie
know
Downer.
if Al Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
We need the rest of the Grey
I
Wardens.
don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course, the treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves,
Yeah,
elves,
there's
and
the
other places. They're
hook.
obligated to help us.
Sorry.
I guess
they.
it's the treaties they got from before. I was gonna say they didn't try that already. Well, I guess they just did it with the one guy who betrayed them. So poor choice on their part.
Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army.
As long as there's some profit in it. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I doubt it will be as easy as that. And why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set.
It is what Grey Wardens do.
As ready as we'll ever be, I'd be happy with just staying alive. I don't suppose you could offer any more help. Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth. We're going, old woman. Don't push us. I'm gonna say
We're going.
I'm gonna say thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there
Take
is
my
yet one
daughter.
more thing.
Yeah, basically. Yes.
Thank you. No, it was funny when she goes, no, thank you for getting my daughter out of my hair.
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Yeah.
Such a shame. What? The last time I had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea. What makes you think we want her? Thank you, but if Morgan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde. Have I no say in this? You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well, we'll take her with us. Was this your idea all along? She had better be as useful as you say. I'm gonna say very well, we'll take her with
Not
us.
to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Mm-hmm.
Point taken.
Mm-hmm.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready. You must be ready. Alone, these two must
Aw,
unite for Eldritch
my
against
dog.
the
Quiet down.
Darkspawn.
You'll get some treats later.
They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail. And all will
Sounds like
perish.
Booker when we talk about doing his teeth.
Even I.
Uh,
Understand. And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that.
Do you understand the premise of this game now?
I do this because you must succeed.
the reeds look way better in this one.
Yeah,
too.
like that actually looks pretty good.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
I like how the weapons and float on your back. Yay! Good
Hopefully you have a
job.
warmer shirt. We are going to some cold places sometimes.
I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply do your
I mean, I get that
work.
outfit in the swamp because it is very humid. And you want something that breathes.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Mhm.
You were so kind to cast
I like
me out
that.
like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Mm.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get. Oh, get over yourself, Alistair. Not really, no. I mean, we need all the help we can get.
The Grey Wardens have always taken allies. when
Mhm.
they find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I think we should just get underway. Actually, I have some questions. Let's see
I
what the
may have
questions are
answers.
before we
Answers.
go. Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
It was she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
It's just difficult to imagine her. I'm just wondering her age. She's going to stay here alone?
Mother was alone long before I came, and will
I'm just
be
wondering her
so long
age.
after I'm dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her.
Have you never been outside the wilds? Tell me about this village to the north. How are we going to get past the Darkspawn? What skills do you have exactly? I have no more questions. Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time, I have been.
Are you a sheltered homeschool kid?
Watched
A
its
little bit,
people
yeah.
and pondered what curious beings they are.
Makes the
On
fashion sense
occasion,
make
I
more
purchased
sense.
goods from the village
And the
merchants.
makeup.
There I spoke with men.
Though I
and
do dig it. It's a
there
bold
they
choice.
stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Yeah, there's some places in this world where you won't get swamp ass.
Is this what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want.
Oh, good. Stick with me.
Leaving
Yay.
is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the
Small
north.
place of
Let's
little
delay.
consequence. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and
I
so
gotta adjust. Been
I
sitting
would
in
go
one
more
spot
often
for like
were
an
it not for
hour.
The town's chantry makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
The Chantry. And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering
I
then?
mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we gonna get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any
You
darkspawn.
won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent darkspawn, will always detect us.
Goes
Mother
both ways.
has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The darkspawn are camped further in the forest.
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest.
They came through on emergence day. That's a Gears of
What
War
skills
reference.
do you have exactly?
Spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother.
Plug that
I
locust
have
hole.
also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Sexist.
Never mind him. You don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
What, you think I don't know how to
I have
cook?
no more
Farewell,
questions.
Mother.
To be fair, I am a
Don't
noble
forget the
who
steward.
had
True, yeah, you're
kitchen
privileged.
staff.
To return to a burned down.
Hashtag privileged.
Mhm.
It is far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
Oh,
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
That was mean.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
I'm hanging around for you, Captain Janeway.
Oh, I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves.
yeah.
That
What
is
has the world
between
done to you?
world and me. Your business is elsewhere.
Now say there's coffee in that
Um,
nebula.
Could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
I just want to see if there's anything interesting to ask. There is. How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. Ah, you may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes.
Did you know Andraste?
Then, and some even killed for her.
They could do a prequel and bring her back.
They could, but meh. You don't seem happy about that. Are you sure they didn't just die from horror? That must have been a long time ago. I'm going to say you don't seem happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
Some foreshadowing. Can I ask about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long.
Oh, loud cheer.
Ah, may your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Do you have any advice? I like their bickering.
Yeah.
It's cute. Yes.
Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the blight. This Tamara gain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the archdemon, unless it finds you first.
LOL, it won't. You won't see it until
Then
the
we are
end.
done.
You'll see it in like a couple visions, and then they'll be like, that's enough. It's menacing you.
Just like Jade.
Are you menaced? And the answer is no, I'm not
Just
menaced.
like Jade and that worm statue at the end.
Yeah, just like that worm statue. Stupid worm statue.
God, I hated that thing. Check out our Let's Play of From Beyond Good and Evil. Not From Beyond. It's just Beyond Good and Evil. I was mixing up the titles of the horror film From Beyond with the game Beyond Good and Evil. But check out our Let's Play of Beyond Good and Evil on this channel. We just wrapped it up, 10 episodes, and a nice little wrap-up video about our experience. And we had a lot of fun playing that game.
Yeah, we did. It was a very fun game, and it's got a hardcore hero in it as Jade. Jade is an amazing protagonist, and I love her. So we done here. I say that we wrap it up here.
Yeah, that's a good stopping point. We've officially finished basically the whole opening bit of the game, the,
Yes,
the prologue and the origin and all of that crap. Only what, 5 hours in? That's typical for a BioWare game.
I feel like we've been motoring through this.
No, we have
personally.
been. That's pretty typical for a BioWare game. I'm thinking of all of the time I spent on Taurus and Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am excited and I am very pleased. So, yes, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and check out our other content on the channel. We've got some trailer reaction videos from Chris, and some Tamara talks, which is we've finally gotten that new series out. So check that out. And thank you so much for watching, and we love you.
Be who you are and stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.